Okay, so our Truckers Travel has a structure ready to go and most of the color is correct. So now we can just refine things. So the background color is a gradient and I can choose to use the gradient in CSS if I want to. But just because CSS3 or using gradients is pretty new, I actually am just going to use a slice background, an image I created that was just a tiny little slice, and I'm going to have it repeat. So I'm going to come in here and do on the CSS page, I'm going to just style the body tag. And I'm going to go to the background image. So I'm going to find that background image. And if you look in the images of this website, you should see background slice blue. So we'll click open, and that's going to add that blue background. Now, what we want it to do is we don't want it to repeat across the X and Y. We just want it to repeat across the X, and then at the bottom it's going to get it's going to be a solid color. So we'll just go ahead and say background repeat along the X, and we don't know what it looks like at the bottom if we make it longer. See how it abruptly stops? So this is where we want to now sample the background color. So grab the little color picker and click there. So it's 47C5EE, like egg, 2 E's. So, oops, I was on the wrong one. So I need to, just kidding. I'll go to body and background color, color pick. There we go. So that's just going to fill up the rest of the content. So what we're going to put here is that generic content that you've already created. So you should have had something like heading 1, and this is a paragraph. And then you should have some lorem ipsum text. So I think we've already created that before. So then you should have a heading 2. This is another paragraph. And then heading 3. And again, we're going to highlight all of these and put them to their correct things. And I think I had lists in here. List item 1, list item 2, oops, list item 3. So I can copy this and put it here. And then this one I can make an unordered list, and this one I can make an ordered list. So you guys already have that. Once you already have it, what you can do is you can start styling all this stuff. So for this section, I can choose whether, and I think I do want to take out, I actually want to take out the right margin. And I do want to add some padding. So I'm going to put 5, oops, and we're going to link that. So we want it 5. So that it has some space inside of there. So I can click this H1, and now I can just style all my H1s to be a specific color or size. So this is where your design sense is going to come into play. So you can make it look like how I had it in the original finished site, or you can make it however you want it. So I can come to H1, and maybe I want to make it a very different color, like green. And maybe I want to make it Baskerville and a lot bigger. So I'll do extra large. Oops. And of course that, who knows why it's like that. So let's just go in here to pixels and do 50 pixels. So it's massive. Okay. So you're going to style these. So the paragraphs, you're going to decide, you know, should it be a light brown? Should it be a dark brown? Maybe the same dark brown in the nav. So you're going to style all these basic items. You're going to style the list items. You're going to style the all heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. I think we have a table. So all those basic tags you should try to style with this to get sort of a basic generic style going for the whole website. In addition, you can start adding stuff in here, and you're going to look at that screenshot I gave you. So this is called Destination of the Month, and we can go ahead and add that picture in. So let's see, I think it's called Dom Guatemala. So then you can add that content in. You're going to need to type it if you look at the site, and you'll also need to type in the contact info. And I think this destination of the month was a heading 4. So then we can decide, okay, so heading 4, we can make that look however we want it. So we can have it align center. So where is that? It's hard to find stuff in this when you're not used to it. I'm used to a different way of doing things. So I can find the text align center somewhere in here. You'd think it'd be under text. There it is, text align center. And I can make it bigger, and I can make it a different color, and then add all that Guatemala info in here. Same thing here with this footer. I can come in here and text align center, and I can make the text a lot smaller. So I can do font size. Let's set that extra small, and there we go.